It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where... As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. From the 29, here's second down at 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Steeler defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 23 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40. Throwing, Jones. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Freiermuth. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tua's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd down and 6 now.
Tua to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Williams. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Two and now on 1st down. It's caught. Cooper. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man London right side. That'll run a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Jones throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Williams to return. Now a hit and a loose football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Tua.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tua now on 1st down.
Caught by London. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Harris running straight ahead. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the turnover, it's Tua.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Tua going to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Touchdown!
Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing, Jones.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Minnesota!
Bijan Robinson
finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
This throw caught right around the 6.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.